Welcome to In a Commissioner Minute, a short video series designed to help commissioners in support of scouting. In a past video, I covered how to link a QR code, this box in the middle here, with a Google form for digital attendance taking at Roundtable. In this video, I want to focus on how you get at that data after Roundtable, process the data, and get it ready for input into Commissioner Tools for Roundtable attendance reporting. So after Roundtable, the first thing you're going to want to do is go back to your Google Drive and find your form. You're going to want to double click on it. You'll then want to go into your response field, and you'll see that there are responses to your form. There's a lot here. This is for 6 months of Roundtable, so I'll get to that in just a minute. But to get at the data, you're going to want to click on these little 3 dots here and do download responses. That in turn is going to launch a CSV file in Excel, which is going to look something like this. I already cut out all of the prior attendance and anonymized the attendee data, but there's a lot of information in here that's not overly useful, so we're going to do some quick cleanup of it and get it set up so that you can quickly do some basic counting to help summarize the data. First thing I want to do is get rid of these extra labels in this field here. There's a small pop-up box here that's not going to show in the video, but this is effectively a find and replace function in Excel, and I'm going to trim out all of the extra data that I don't want in those field labels at the top. There's quite a few of them, and it's going to clean that up, and I'll show you here that the label now is just the unit number and the charter org name. The last thing that we're going to do to get this data ready is these check all that applies are not overly helpful, so we're actually going to do a find and replace on those as well, and we're going to replace them with simply a 1. That way we can actually count data in the data set, which will help us with summarizing down to how many attendees there were from each unit. So you can see here now I've got it fairly clean. We're going to do one last thing. We're going to apply a filter to it and sort on the virtual and in-person field. We're going to get that lined up so you can see the in-person data next to one another and the virtual summarized separately. Turn off the filter, and we're going to insert a couple extra rows. What we're going to do at the top here is come up with in-person, total, virtual, and total counts for each of these data sets down below. So these are your in-person. You're going to create a summation there of all of those records. You're going to sum up all of your virtual attendees here. And then you're going to do a sum of those in-person and total counts. Now, there were no PPC staff or professional in attendance, but what you're going to want to do here is then copy that formula set across, and this in turn will then give you the summary of all your in-person, virtual, and total attendees by unit. So for example here, PAX 66B, Edison First Aid Squad, there were 2 attendees that were in person, no virtual, and 2 total. So you're now going to want to take and copy this data, and you're going to want to do a paste special transpose of the values. And what you're going to get out of that then is a nice, neat data set that looks something like this, that is much easier to work with. Now, I've been fairly consistent in how I've been summarizing this the last 6 months. So I'll insert an extra row here, separate the Cubs data from the Scouts BSA data to give myself a little extra room to work with. And I'll do some totals and some labeling, and the final product looks like this. So I've been consistently summarizing the data down to this level, which then lists all of the units and the total counts that I then need to go over and into. So in Commissioner Tools under Roundtable, you'll create your Roundtable event for the date by program. So in this example, we're going to create a Cubs Roundtable reporting, and voila, it lists all of your units. And the good news is the unit data that I just sorted in Excel is in the same order. And so let's say if the attendance data was 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 5, you can tab and use the number key to quickly input the attendee counts from your Excel and get those input. And then once you're done, you hit continue and then post as final. So I hope this video was helpful. As always, feedback is a gift. My email is listed below. Thanks for watching today.